Hey guys, it's Suresh. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. Well, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride. I hope that all of you guys who are part of the LGBTQ plus community and all of our allies are enjoying and having a great month. We have seen some wonderful things happening in our community this past year. I think we have many people to thank and a lot to be thankful for. Obviously, there is a lot still left to do, but we are making progress. And I think at the end of the day, it's all about education. It's all about sharing our knowledge and sharing our lives with each other so that we come to realize that there really isn't a whole lot that's different between us. I have an exciting doll to share with you guys today from Integrity Toys. She is a beautiful, beautiful doll from the fabulous Jessy Ayala, and I am very excited to get in, see what she's all about, and share her with you guys. But before we continue, I do have to remind you that this video is not intended for children. All of my content here on YouTube and across the web really is designed for adult doll collectors only. If you are under the age of, I think it's 13, maybe 15, I can't even remember anymore what age YouTube and Google deem as adult. But if you are under that age, please make sure that you have a parent or guardian with you watching this video so that all of us content creators here on YouTube can continue making beautiful and fun content for all of you guys to enjoy. So I have my nails painted today. I'm very excited. A big thank you to the team at Revlon. They have sent me so many fun products recently. I'm really excited to try them out and to play with them. Definitely takes me back to my makeup days back in, gosh, forever ago it feels like, that I was a makeup artist. I absolutely love this polish, by the way. It does not chip, goes on really easily. This is one coat, by the way. And I love the shape of the cap. It's very ergonomic and very easy to use, especially on your less dominant hand. So if you guys are looking for some fun new products to check out, definitely make sure to check out Revlon.com and check out these gorgeous products. I even have the little highlighter on my face right now. It is so gentle and so pretty. It's from the Rose Glow collection that they have. I also have the Rose Glow primer on. With a little bit of tinted moisturizer on top of that. So yeah, thank you again to Revlon. You guys are awesome. I'm excited to keep trying out more of the products they sent me, and I will of course keep you guys posted. I also have my beloved fiance Lincoln coming up later on in the video. We're gonna have a little chit chat about Pride. We did a Pride video together last year on my Instagram feed, and I absolutely adore him, as you guys may know. All right, so we are gonna be taking a look at the beautiful $1 billion baddie Alejandra Luna dressed doll. She is from the New Face collection, the Reckless Behavior collection. And she just came out, oh gosh, not that long ago. I want to say maybe a couple of months ago. And she is absolutely exquisite. I have taken a look at her because I just could not help myself. There was another doll in the collection who I have on display on my case back here. She is a beautiful Reina Amati doll, and she has fierce blonde hair. And I believe if the storyline is correct the way I remember it, these two are like frenemies. So I'm really excited to get in and see what she's all about all over again. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah! Look at that stunning face. Look at that beautiful dress. We are micro-pailletting for days, kids. Oh my God. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love this beautiful face. I'm obsessed with this presentation. All this gold and this pink is beautiful. To the left of the doll, we see her story card. And then on the back of the story card is all of her info, you know, who she is, where she's been, etc., etc. I'm really excited about these shoes that this doll has. They are just exquisite. Oh my goodness, so exciting. All right, let's take a look at this accessory pack. Y'all know I live for this accessory pack. All right, so it pulls out just like so. And then here is the other accessories that the doll comes with. She has like a beautiful pink little boa wrap here, and her little hat is underneath there as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's see what's inside here. Are we ready? 1, 2, and 3. Oh my God. Okay, so y'all know the very first thing I have to take a look at are these shoes. Jessy, girl, these are stunning. I love this light pink sole. Oh my god, how gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. So they're a black faux leather pump with some gold spike detail here on the toe cap and the back of the shoe. And then next to that, we see her beautiful gold handbag. Oh my god, this is so cute. I feel like I've seen this shape before. Is it in a recent doll or maybe on the runway? It has a very beautiful shape to it. And then underneath that, we see what appear to be like maybe socks or tights perhaps. Yep, folded up. And then we see one set of her additional hands. They have little fingerless gloves on them. Gorgeous, and a beautiful manicure. Oh my god. Actually, very similar to my manicure. This pink color. Love. And then we see her carrying hands next to that. They are the short nail version of hand, not the long nail. And then next to that, we see her beautiful jewelry. Gorgeous. Look at these dollar bill earrings. Oh my god, or dollar sign actually. And then she too has a beautiful big new face choker. Last but not least, we see her beautiful cat-eyed little glasses here. They have little rhinestone details on them. I love that. And then we see a beautiful chunky ring as well. This is actually meant to be a transgender doll. So obviously huge accomplishment for Integrity Toys to be able to launch another trans representing doll. Wonderful that there is more trans representation in our doll community. And I have to give it up to Jessy for always being so innovative and creative when he comes to his doll presentation. I feel like he always gives us beautiful, diverse dolls. And this doll does not disappoint. Not only is she of Latin heritage, she's originally from Mexico City. Love that. My grandfather was the co-founder of Grupo Modelo, which is the largest brewery in the country. Oh, love that. They call me $1 billion baddie. She also goes on to talk about her transition. In her story card, it says, I was also born male. I'm not ashamed of my past. I have no regrets. I live life to the fullest. I live my life with all honesty, and if that makes me reckless, then so be it, Alejandra says. Oh my god, obsessed. I love that. So obviously I wanted to save her to display her and showcase her during Pride Month and show her off to you guys. And for those of you who are not Integrity collectors, I understand that this is probably still a stretch in that these dolls with Integrity are difficult to find. They're difficult to find, they're difficult to get, and it's a bit of an interesting distribution method which they have, in that you have to like be a part of the W Club to get the notifications, and then you have to like pre-order sometimes, and you have to go through their dealers, etc., etc. It's not as easy and obvious as Barbie, or straightforward really, in that you can just go to Barbie.com and find it there. However, this is very exciting. Kudos, Jessy, for giving us this beautiful character, a new character actually as well. So I look forward to seeing lots and lots of Alejandra in the future. All right, let's go ahead and get these ribbons undone. It is such a strange sensation to be wearing nail polish again. I used to wear nail polish a lot actually as a teenager, especially when I was going through my, you know, rebellious stage. But now I always feel like there's something sitting on my nail and I can't use my hands because I'm scared of them getting chipped. Her doll stand is here at the bottom. This is generally where they keep their doll stands for Integrity's dolls. It says new face on the stand. It's a beautiful weighted black acrylic stand. Love these stands so much. And then the telescoping portion is off to the left or the right. I guess the right. So there it is, just like so. I still get many questions asking where my doll stands are from and what doll stands I use, because I think you guys are seeing my cases back there. All my stands are from Integrity. I love Integrity doll stands so much. I love that they are weighted. I love that they're acrylic. I love that they have the telescoping portion so that the doll doesn't like hover, you know? I know it's redonkulous, but I just can't stand when my dolls are hovering on their doll stands. Here is her beautiful little boa. Let's go ahead and take this out of the box here. Ooh, wow. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. Now, I do have to mention that as a plant-based person, I do not buy and support the use of feathers and fur. So I'm obviously a little bit bummed about that, and hopefully moving forward, the IT production team can figure out some alternatives to this. But from an appreciation point of view, it is very, very beautiful. The color is magic. It feels just like magic, and oh my goodness, so, so gorgeous. All right, I got feathers stuck on my nail polish. That's, ooh. Yes, so there is the empty box. We're gonna go ahead and put that down. Wow, look at this hair. Oh my God, oh my God. Lincoln is going to love her. Wow, wow, wow. She does have a really big white hairnet on, protecting her gorgeous, gorgeous long hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and very gently remove this, just like so. Wow, look at this color. Oh, gorge. It feels very soft, but I think there is a little bit of product in here just to keep it from frizzing, perhaps. So that is that. Oh my God, girl, that is some hair, okay. And then she does have little plastic bags over her hands so that her nails don't poke and ruin the dress, I imagine is what that's for. So let's go ahead and take those out. The wonderful thing about Integrity dolls, of course, is that you can fully remove their hands. So it's just like dressing a department store mannequin. Here is billion-dollar baddie Alejandra Luna, fully dressed in all of her exquisite, exquisite accessories. And oh my God, you guys, this girl is a presentation. The face, the glasses, the hat, the jewelry. Oh my God. So, so beautiful. I love the soft pink against all this gold. This little mini dress with the corseted midsection detail is just exquisite. I love the little fingerless glove detail. I love the bag and the ring and her little socks here and her shoes. So, so gorgeous. The shoes are a little bit tight to get on with the socks, as is the case most of the time with dolls that have any kind of a sock or a stocking, but they are absolutely exquisite. Oh my God, I love that soft pink sole. It ties in beautifully with this little feather boa detail there, and I love the little spikes on there. Oh my God, so Valentino. I am obsessed. This girl is stunning. Wow, wow, wow. And then here she is from the back. Her hair comes down all the way almost to her knees, actually. So that is stunning. It's straight hair that is just so shiny and glossy and beautiful. I am absolutely obsessed. There are 2 dressmaker pins that come with the hat. So I did go ahead and use them to just secure her hat onto her head. And thanks to actually one of you guys that told me about this when I first started collecting Integrity, I was just wondering, like, why are there pins here with the hat? I had no idea, but it is after all to affix it to her head. So yes, here she is, just absolutely magical. I love, love, love her so much. These glasses are such a nice touch. Like, I feel like Jessy is just so good at mixing and matching beautiful little accessories like this. So absolutely stunning. My what?
Your highlight.
Does it?
Holy
Why you
shit.
gotta touch it?
I'm sorry. It's so pretty.
Before we go on with today's video and look a little bit closer into Alejandra's details, I wanted to bring on my one and only boo. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Lincoln. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know the last time we were on screen together was for our engagement. So Lincoln is a big proponent and advocate of our LGBTQ+ community. He keeps me abreast of everything that's going on, and I absolutely adore him for that. So hi babe, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, you are glowing for the gods.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about what you got on your face.
Just a little bit of lip gloss.
Yeah, duh, of course. You've been having fun with some of our Revlon products as well.
Yes, yes.
I love this. What do you have on?
I have on this Rose Gloss Face Gloss.
Oh yeah, I have some of that right
and
here
Hydrate.
too. So looks really good on you.
Thank you
I have
so
a little bit
much.
on as well.
Yeah, I can see it. You're gorgeous.
Yeah,
Oh
matches
my
the hair. I
God.
love this purple story that we got going on.
Thank
Purple,
you.
mauve. You have the same nail polish color as I do, actually.
I do.
This beautiful periwinkle color.
Don't look too close. I painted over. I had some gold underneath there, and I just...
Oh, well, it's beautiful all the same.
Don't zoom in.
Oh, yes. This primer right here I have on as well, the Rose Glow. Beautiful. And this stuff is so fun. It's just like an everywhere you go, mist it all over your face kind of dealio. Yeah.
Oh my God, it smells so good,
Smells
too.
really, really good. Yeah. Very pretty on the chest and décolleté.
Don't do that.
Thank you again to Revlon for sending us this fun
Yes.
stuff. We have
careful
way
with
too
the
much
top
fun with
knot.
it. One of the big questions that I get when I talk about you and put up your pictures on my Instagram, etc., you know, especially when you're wearing makeup and stuff, is like, how does he have the courage to do that? Where did he find the bravery to do that? And how does he just 100% try to be him?
I would say my biggest inspiration is women. I would say that women give me the most courage because they're just so glamorous and they're not afraid to stick it to the patriarchy and be gorgeous. You know, if they can do it, why can't we do it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I would say that's my biggest inspiration.
I know we talked about this in our Pride video last year, but just to kind of revisit the whole topic again, you grew up like me, a pretty effeminate boy, pretty effeminate child. You love beautiful things. I think we both would have been BFF as children together. You know, I loved beautiful things. I loved dressing up in my mom's clothes and sometimes stealing a little bit of her makeup. And I just loved everything fashion and beauty and clothes, et cetera, right? Loved makeup. And for me, transitioning into adulthood and wearing that out and about, it took a little bit of time for me to separate the fact that I didn't really care what people thought about me. As Mama Rue says, what people think about you is not your business, right?
Truly.
And unless they're paying your bills, pay them bitches no mind, right?
No mind.
Now, one of the things that I love about you is that you are always so bravely yourself, and you will put on all sorts of beautiful makeup and just do you no matter where we're going. Like, where do you find that confidence inside of you? And like, are you a little bit scared when you go out wearing makeup, or no?
I'm not anymore, I would say, but I would definitely would say it's not always been like this. I did not always have this confidence because I didn't always have the support. Growing up in a very conservative, very religious family, you know, I would beg my sisters, the youngest of 5 children, and I would beg them, you know, to dress me up and to wear these beautiful dresses and to play with their dolls. But as you get older, you know, it's cute when they thought I was a child, but not so much when I started, you know, to go through puberty and come of age.
Yeah.
It wasn't so fabulous.
It's a battle. And I think it just also makes me wonder, and we've talked about this recently even, is like, why do we denounce men wearing makeup? And what part of that has a connection to femininity is bad? Right?
Seriously.
Like, why?
Even like just straight cisgender men, you know, like when we attack them for even wearing some makeup to cover up, you know, some of their blemishes or, you know, to highlight some of their best features, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I also wanted to chat with you a little bit about Pride.
Okay.
Pride is obviously a big deal for our community. I feel like we've made some good progress in the past couple of years. I know you and I touched on this a little bit when we filmed together last year, but what really does Pride mean to you personally? Do you have a personal connection with it that you can share with us?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'd also like to touch on, you know, we have made some great progress, but we've also had a lot of hurdles. Like, you know, the Equality Act didn't get passed this year, which is an extreme blow to everyone, especially trans people, especially people of color in the queer community, specifically Black trans women. That's a major blow to the protection of those people to have the same basic rights as cis white people.
Yeah, truly.
And I think it just really shows that as Pride, if you are a cisgender white person, male or female, an ally or in the queer community, or if you're just passing as a cis person, you need to step aside and let those people have the moment. You know, we have had the moment forever, and it's time to you know, let other
Share
people
the spotlight.
shine. Share the spotlight,
Yeah.
protect them,
Yeah.
raise up their voices, elevate their voices.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times, even when we've been together, that the white audience I'm with, the white friends that we are with, the white whoever I am with just loves to talk over me, loves to tell me how oppressed my people are.
Seriously.
And loves to tell me about my own background and where I've come from. And it's just kind of like, well, number one, I didn't ask you. Number two, why are you talking over me? Number three, I'm trying not to be rude, but it's like, why are you being rude? And that's okay. But if I say something, I'm the crazy one, or I'm the dramatic one,
Yeah.
or I'm just like this brown person with a mission and I hate white people. And it's just like, has nothing to do with that. It's just, I think about, like you said, making room for everyone and letting everyone have a seat at the table and using your privilege to say, come in, I care about what you have to say because you're a human, let's talk, right?
Seriously.
Absolutely. Well, I love that about you. And there's nothing anti-white about that. Have you gotten people who say that to you when you're active on Instagram about this kind of stuff?
No, because I think people wouldn't say anything to me.
So we've had lots of racial reckonings, I want to say, even specifically within our own LGBTQ plus community this
100%.
past year, with the Black Lives Matter movement, with Trans Lives Matters. Like, what are some of your thoughts this year, 2021, post-corona, post-pandemic? What are some things that you were looking forward to this next year that you hope we can accomplish as a queer community?
I would say that to just elevate the voices specifically of trans people of color, trans black people, trans indigenous people, because they need the space and they deserve the space. They're the most marginalized group in this country and in the world. So I'm looking forward to less ignorance. There is not an excuse anymore to not understand another person's experience, another person's lived experience. So there's plenty of resources out there. There's plenty of books, there's documentaries, there are
online
podcasts,
articles,
there are
literally any medium you want,
articles,
right?
Literally, there are children's books.
Yeah, truly. So I think that's wonderful. There really is no room and no reason for ignorance.
There's no room for ignorance in 2021, and there never should have been any time before that.
Yeah. And I want to talk to you about something else, and this is a topic that I don't feel like I've heard much of before, but speaking as a gay person of color, specifically in this tiny niche of doll collecting, I feel like I've gotten more hate and more angst from my own community than I have from the straight community, if that makes sense. Like,
Totally.
You're the first person I come to whenever I get crappy comments on videos and stuff, but like, do you feel that that has something to do with how these people were raised, that perhaps, I feel like I meet so many gay men who are just like angry at effeminate gay men like ourselves for wearing makeup or having a lisp or, having our little loose joints. And I mean, they just, I personally have been with people who are just very anti that, right? So like, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think it has something to do with how those kids are raised as children? Do you think it has something to do with a larger conversation about our community and where we've been and where we need to be going? What are your thoughts?
Well, I think we need to put the blame where the blame should go. And I understand that there's an issue in the sense of our community and the cattiness on, oh, there's too many feminine people, or you are too loud, or you wear your gay on your shoulder, like, your sleeve. But those people who are saying that, I feel like we're all trying to fight for the same space. And because we live in a heteropatriarchal society where cisgender white men are at the top of that, there's only limited space specifically for queer people of color. And so the cattiness gets there because you're trying to fight for these limited spots that are available. So really, it's not necessarily their fault that they're being catty. It's the fact that they're not given the space, and that breeds the cattiness.
Truly.
First, I think we should put the responsibility there. But second, it's so unnecessary for that cattiness. It's like the women against women. Or gays be against gays, or
Truly.
It doesn't make any sense.
It makes no sense.
And it's just pathetic because why are we letting them win? You know?
Truly. And I mean, not for nothing, but a lot of the people who have started movements like the Stonewall riots, for example, were not cisgender white men. You know what I mean?
Even though it got whitewashed in that movie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because of the effeminate men, it's because of the trans women, it's because of the drag queens that so many things come to light. Do you know what I mean? Like, RuPaul and Drag Race single-handedly has changed the way people view drag and gay people and gay men and trans people as well, because so many contestants have since come out as trans. So I feel like...
And intersex people. There's so many.
Absolutely. And asexual people who just don't identify with a sexuality particularly at all, right? And non-binary is also another a group of people that we should include in all of this. So yeah, I feel like, in this tiny little community, I keep going back to that because I can't believe the amount of hate I've gotten since starting this channel. Like, people that I looked up to have like turned away. They've made it their life's mission to try and take me down. And I just don't understand why, because it's like, I looked up to these people. I wanted to start my own channel because I wasn't seeing what I wanted represented. And because of that, I was punished for it. And I feel like my fellow white creators are still getting praise and still getting views, while me still kind of keeps getting pushed aside. I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos, and I know that you and I talk about this behind closed doors, but I thought it was important to bring that out because I don't want anyone to think that it's all bunnies and roses and unicorns, because it's not. And we have a long way to go, and we should not, like you said, let the heteropatriarchy win or tell us that we should be doing this and fighting with each other, because we don't necessarily see white straight men fighting with each other for that space because they already have it.
Yeah, I mean, their voice is not marginalized.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's not a problem. Also, you touched on corporations, rainbow washing everything and donating to all these organizations, when at the same time, they're also donating to organizations that are directly harming our community. It is such a slap in the face. You use us for a month to try and make more money. To make money. It's simply just to make money.
Just to make money.
And then you use that money to then donate to organizations, to donate to politicians who specifically don't pass the Equality Act, who don't care about our rights, who don't care about our access. So, or the protections, under the law. So
yeah, absolutely. So what feedback, advice, words of wisdom could you have to impart on some of my younger audience members, because we have a wide range of people watching, and maybe not even our younger audience, just to anybody, about living your authentic self?
Yeah, anybody, not just younger.
Right? Anybody.
I mean, I had an uncle who came out when he was in his 50s.
Right.
So it's not about a younger audience, it's about everybody. And not that you're asking about coming out, but anyways, keep going.
No, but like, what words of advice would you have for people who are perhaps struggling to find their true identity? Perhaps they're looking at you and they're thinking, oh my God, I love how free he is. I love that he's wearing makeup and happy. Like, especially coming from a conservative religious background, like what tips do you have to someone who wants to be like you?
First, I would just be kind to yourself. Don't hate yourself. There's so much of that I think all of us in our community did and still do, because of everyone else's social norms.
Yeah.
Be so kind to yourself and be kind to other people. Be kind to people who are mean to you. Be kind to people who you want to be like. I totally think that a lot of the things we don't enjoy is just a projection of ourselves. The people who are in the queer community who are maybe straight passing or who try and take down people who are more effeminate is because they want to be like that, and they want the freedom that we have of not giving a what people think.
Truly.
Find your tribe. Find the people who you can call
100%.
Your family and who will protect you, because that might not always be your family, but you can find them. There's a massive community of people who freaking love you, who will just hold you, who want to dance with you, who will cheer you on with that beautiful highlight. So find that community. I remember before I came out, I used to Google YouTube videos on people's coming out stories because I was so scared about what would happen how my family would take it, how my friends would take it, how I would take it. And it was scary, you know, the process was scary. It got kind of ugly. But look at me now, look at us now, you know, happily engaged. We just went and saw my family last weekend. They were so very sweet. But it was a struggle, you know, it wasn't always rainbows and butterflies with them.
Right.
So it's a process, but make sure you have those people in your life that will protect you and that will be there for you.
Right. And it really is a process. Like, so many people may look at my family and us and think like, oh, I want what he has, how easy it must be for him. But it wasn't easy. I mean, we talk about
still
this.
Not.
No, like I went through years and years of, you know, fighting and not talking to my family, harsh words back and forth, and I know that you have too. So you need to go through that, and it's not a comfortable experience necessarily, but you'd be surprised at the other end of it how people that you love, our parents included, learn and evolve and grow.
Yeah.
And we have to allow them the opportunity to do that.
And we also, I feel like it's our responsibility because we both have siblings and those siblings have children. I mean, I have 13 nieces and nephews. You have 2. Now combined, we have 15. And then I want to make sure that our siblings are there for their children, you know, if one of them are part of the community. And I want to make sure that we're there for them because people shouldn't have to go through what we went through.
No.
It's so unnecessary.
It's way too much.
I'm so happy for the younger people who are coming out now and they're being so accepted and so loved by their parents, and they're able to date their same gender or, you know, whatever gender they want, whether they're bi, trans, pan, at 16 years old. Like, that's amazing, and I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah. So speaking of trans and trans representation, meet Alejandra Luna.
Oh my God!
I've been telling you about her, I feel like, forever.
He has.
She is a brand new, newer doll that Integrity came out with. My friend Jessy is the one who designed her. I think you've seen her photos before, but I think this is not only a stunning doll, but also just a great representation of trans women, specifically trans women of color, because she's supposed to be Latinx from Mexico City.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Like, what do you feel when you see her and when you're interacting with her, knowing that this is the story that is behind the doll?
First, she is freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, the shoes are hard to stay on because of the socks.
Jessy, you did so good with this design.
Right?
I'm obsessed with these shoes.
Right?
I need them right now.
Same.
And I'm just so happy with the representation. I'm so happy that she's a trans woman and that she is...
And according to her story card, she's a proud trans woman. Like, she is not ashamed of herself, not ashamed of her background, which is such a beautiful narrative. And one that I feel like we don't see enough of, because if we do see a trans or gay character, we're seeing their struggle. We're seeing them get beat up. Do you know what I mean?
Seriously.
Or be ashamed, and then suddenly the narrative becomes very sad.
Yeah,
right?
or the brunt of every joke.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, it is
absolutely.
Not. I also just want to just mention first how freaking gorgeous she is and how beautiful she is. But also, in the sense of talking about this and talking about pride and kindness, be kind to every single person, not just those who are more passing than others. You know, this woman would have a very easy life looking like this as a trans woman.
Right.
That's not the reality for every trans woman or trans man.
That's a great point.
Yeah. You know, not just ones that you're attracted to. That is that's not the people you need to be nice to.
Right.
It is not it's everybody.
Truly.
Or who sounds trans or who looks trans. Respect people, respect their pronouns, respect everything about them. It's not very hard.
No, and it doesn't take anything away from you to respect that person and view them the way they wish to be viewed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the breakdown of the family. It's not the breakdown of morale or culture. You being is the breakdown of morale and culture.
There is no attack on your family. There is no attack on straight people.
No.
Your bad attitude and you hating on people is the breakdown of that.
100%. Yeah.
I don't want people to just play with that. You know, like...
Because I don't have time.
Look at her walking down the runway. Sorry.
Yes, babe, yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on, babe. I know that you are in the midst of finals, so I'm going to let you go. But I appreciate you coming on always and being such a good sport. I love being able to share you with my audience. Perhaps you guys know that I keep a pretty private life. I don't talk too much about my personal life on social media, but I absolutely love Lincoln. And we had such a great response to our engagement video, and we're still getting lots of great responses. So thank you for that. But any last words that you'd like to share with our audience?
Thank you for having me.
Of course, baby, anytime.
Thank you for doing this gorgeous trans doll, because we love her. Thank you, Jessy, for doing her as well.
Absolutely. And thank you to Integrity for being so open and willing to market a product like this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, Integrity's done Amanda Lepore before and RuPaul, so they're familiar with that space, but they very easily could have said, no, Jessy, we don't like this idea. So the fact that they were open as a Black-owned business as well, as a minority-owned business, they are like the nicest people. And kudos, Integrity. So we love you.
We love you. If you are part of the LGBTQIA plus community, please just know that you are loved. Whether you are out or whether you're in the closet, that's okay. Just know that you are loved. We love you. There's a massive community out there for you. Whenever you're ready, we're here to hold you, and we're here to help you through this.
Yeah.
And be nice to everybody. Be kind, because literally kindness kills.
Yes.
Evil.
Yes. And if you feel jealous about what someone else has that you want, instead of attacking them and instead of coming at it from a I'm angry, I hate you for having this, try flipping the narrative and almost forcing yourself to look at it in a positive way. Try thinking like, well, maybe what if I write to this person and just tell them that I love what they do and perhaps they could inspire me or help me. Like, I have helped countless people start their own YouTube channels, and I love that they do, because I want more of us to be represented.
Seriously.
You know what I mean? So that goes for a lot of people, and people in our community as well. So yeah, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, baby.
I love you.
I love you. You look so gorgeous.
Thank you, baby. You too.
Hey, Suresh. I just want to wish you and your beautiful audience to have an amazing Pride. And Pride actually happens to be a really important date for me, because it was Pride 2005 when I realized I was gay myself during Gay Pride in San Francisco. And during this time, I like to think about the boy I was at the time and how scared I was, because I thought that nobody was going to accept me and that I was never going to be loved. And I just find it so funny to realize now, years later, how wrong I was. So I wanted to remind everybody out there who is like struggling with this kind of feelings that it actually gets better, and you will everything that makes you different are the things that makes you stand out and make you unique. So you never should feel like you're wrong in any kind of way. And actually, you'll be amazed of even though there's a lot of bad people in the world, there's also really good people and loving people that are gonna love you and accept you just the way you are, and that way you're gonna be perfect. So yeah, I just want to take this time to wish Happy Pride to everybody and remind everyone to carry themselves with pride, because you are all special and unique and loved. So Happy Pride to everybody.
Hi, Suresh's viewers! I just want to say Happy Pride Month. If you are part of the LGBTQ plus community, just know that you have thousands or millions of people that understand you and that love you. You are a part of a huge family, and just always be yourself. And yeah, I love you guys so much.
Hey everybody, my name is Joshua David McKenney. I am the artist and creator behind Pigeon Doll. I grew up loving dolls and feminine things, and I was made to feel ashamed of that by pretty much everybody in my life at the time. And when I grew up, I learned to accept myself, and those things about me that people tried to make me feel ashamed of became my power and became the thing that people seek in me, and they became my career. And I just want to share my story so that anybody who is feeling othered would understand that the things about you that are different are the things that are special. And loving the things that you love, loving who you love, and loving yourself are the most empowering thing that you could ever do for yourself. And as a community of doll lovers, as a community of queer people, we can all come together in the month of June and support each other. Know that you are loved. Peace. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I just want to say to everyone, have a beautiful, safe, joyous Pride Month. Don't let anyone tell you to not embrace who you are. Embrace every part of yourself that makes you different and that makes you stand out, stand proud, and just hoping that everyone has a beautiful Pride. Much love.
Hi everyone. First, I want to thank Suresh for inviting me here today. You know, it still boggles my mind when I hear any stories of any type of discrimination against anyone, especially for something that you're born with. So I want to be here with you today to let you guys know that you guys are some of the most talented, most inspiring people that I have ever known or met, and lucky to have known at any point in my life. And that you guys are such an inspiration. You guys have definitely been through so much individually, as a community as well, more than any community should ever go through. And here you guys are at the other end of things, and to know that you guys will always have great allies that love you and that will encourage you in every part of your existence, and make sure that you will always have the freedom and the rights and the happiness that you guys were all born to have, that we're all born to have, actually. And I hope you guys all feel the love and have a wonderful, amazing Pride Month.
Everyone, it's Sikand here. One thing that strikes me is people sometimes say to me, is Pride still relevant? Particularly where I live in England, where it's a very politically correct climate and inclusion is the order of the day and all that kind of thing. From my own specific experience, having... although I was born and raised in England, my family are Indian and from India. And countries like that, and even families that are living in the Western developed countries, there's still a lot of homophobia, and it can be very difficult to come out and be who you are, even though there's a big support network here. Even, you know, if you're not from an ethnic background, even people that are like Spanish or Italian or, you know, very Catholic backgrounds, it can be really hard and challenging to come out to their families. So yes, Pride is relevant because it gives people a sense that, you know, there is a support for them out there, and it's okay to be who you are. And it's great for everyone to have a good time and have a party and the floats and all those things, and celebrating that, but just spare a thought for the people that are really still really oppressed and could even lose their lives for being gay. And, you know, those countries and administrations, they might look to the West and they might look at Pride events. So we should really think about how we conduct ourselves during Pride Month and think about being role models and, you know, just hold up an example that we can be dignified and still have a good time and enjoy ourselves, but without, you know, being vulgar or brash or, you know, sometimes I'll see people just behaving so inappropriately, and I just cringe, because if that's being observed by oppressive regimes, they're just going to hold that up as an example of why homosexuality is wrong and needs to be stamped out. So while we have the freedom to do what we like, there are a lot of people that don't. So during Pride, I think about those people, and I think about how difficult it is for them, and how lucky we all are. And we have come a long way, but there's still a long way to go for a lot of people. Hope you all have had a great Pride Month.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of Alejandra's little accessories and pieces. So it looks like this whole ensemble is one dress, so that will be nice and easy. I'm gonna go ahead and take her little glasses off as well. Wow, such a beautiful doll. Oh my God. I'm gonna go ahead and slip her shoes off. Again, they are definitely a little bit tricky to keep on because of the seams of her socks here. Not impossible, but just a little heads up on that. I'm gonna go ahead and take her hands off so that her beautiful nails don't pull at any of the fabric here while we are taking this off. And okay, I'm gonna turn her around here. Oh, the whole thing is zippered. Wow. Quite possibly ruin my nails in the process, but you know, 'tis what it is. Voila. Oh, the whole thing is lined. Oh my god. Here is $1 billion baddie Alejandra Luna in the buff so that you guys can get a better look at her gorgeous new face body. Her face is really just magic. I mean, wow, you guys. So beautiful. She does have applied lashes, very soft, beautiful blended makeup, a gorgeous flush of blush, and very soft pink lips. Just beautiful. Her complexion is magic. Her eyebrows are gorgeous. I really love the softer approach to the makeup on this doll for sure. So that is beautiful. There is her jewelry. I left it on so that you can see it on her. She has big $sign earrings and then a little tiny little gemstone just at the base of that $sign, and then she has a big choker that says New Face on it. New Face, of course, is the collection that she is from, and it's also the agency that she models for, I believe, if I remember from her storyline. Her hair is center parted, and then her bangs are pulled down and wrapped behind her head here, something that we often see in a lot of Barbie dolls. And the rest of her hair is just exquisite and gorgeous. It's very soft to the touch. There's a tiny bit of product in there that is keeping it nice and silky and smooth. And then at the very bottom, we see a blunt cut there. So definitely very chic. This would look so gorgeous as a ponytail, I bet, right? So beautiful. Then when we zoom out, we see that she has the traditional New Face body that we see on many of our New Face dolls. She has a beautiful pair of little sheer panties on that open and close in the back with one hook and eye, just like so. And then I left one of her socks on. It's made from the same fabric as her panties there. It looks like a tricot-like fabric. The seam is turned to the back, just like so, and it goes on her foot very easily. The only issue is that sometimes it's a little bit difficult to keep the shoes on because this little bulk right here and this little bulk right here from the seam tend to get in the way of keeping her shoes on. So I might need to play with that, maybe move this to the side like that, but then that would hinder that side. But all the same, she has a beautiful little pedicure here as well. The same color as her gorgeous manicures. These are the little hands that she came with. They don't have any gloves painted on them, but they do have the beautiful long nail, which we absolutely adore. And then, yes, the necklace is a little bit tricky to get on. There are multiple loops on it, but it truly only fits in one length here. And then you can actually take this off. You don't even need it on for the necklace to stay on. But here she is from the back. She has the same New Face body that we have seen on many of our recent New Face dolls. So that is gorgeous. I was wondering if perhaps this was going to be a new body sculpt or something similar to the RuPaul dolls, but nothing like that. And then in terms of articulation, she of course moves her head roundabout. She moves here underneath her breastplate. And then her shoulder kicks up just like so. Her elbow moves just like that, and her hands move around as well. Her hands are, of course, interchangeable, and she has two other pairs of hands that she comes with. No articulation here in the waist, but she does have that beautiful little belly button. And you actually don't even need anything here in the waist because these dolls are so poseable and so chic in the way they stand and move, just like fashion models, that you don't really miss any articulation there. And then scrolling down, we see her beautiful long legs that bend here at the knee. So effortless. I have, you know, over the years fallen absolutely in love with Integrity's articulation here. I didn't start off enjoying it. I didn't start off liking it. I was all about the Model Muse static bodies, but seeing these dolls, interacting with them, it definitely makes you appreciate the range of motion because you can do so many fun things in how they pose. So yeah, there she is. Here is Alejandra's beautiful dress. It definitely has a very Saint Laurent look to it. I absolutely love this beautiful micro sequin fabric. It is a beautiful little gold sequin sewed onto a black base. And then in the midsection here, we see a beautiful faux corset detail. It's not boned or anything like that, though it does fit her like a glove. So I love the overall illusion that that creates. It's a very plunging neckline here that comes right down to that faux corset detail, and then a little bitty mini skirt here that is showing off her legs and her little bum. The closure is one black invisible zipper that is sewn right along the back there. So that's nice because it definitely allows for the shape to maintain itself without there being bulk here from snaps or anything like that, or hook and eye closures. There is also some padding around the shoulders to create a very regal shoulder padded look. So I adore that. And you can actually feel the little shoulder pads in here too, which is so freaking cute. So that's fabulous. And the whole garment is of course lined in true integrity style. The lining fabric appears to be like a beautiful black polyester blend silk fabric, standard for lining. And then look at all the detail inside. Like you can see all the little panels that have come together to create this beautiful garment. I'm thinking that that's what it looks like underneath this sequined fabric here as well, just to be able to hug her so closely and wrap around her little body. Here is the beautiful IT tag, and yeah, just exquisite craftsmanship. It has a nice weighty feel to it. It just feels so lovely in the hand. I love the long sleeve detailed here. It's so beautifully done, and it's lined, you guys. It is just ridiculous how they are able to get these little details. My goodness. Well, we definitely appreciate the little elves that work at the Integrity factories, and we are so thankful for them, aren't we? Here are Alejandra's gorgeous shoes. They are beautiful black pumps with a light pink outsole there. There are really beautiful gold spike details here on the toe cap and then the back of the shoe here as well. They do hurt a little bit, so be careful if you have this doll or are planning to get her. But I just love that kind of badass type of look. The insoles are a gold faux leather. They are so beautiful. I'm thinking it's the same material or fabric that's used on her handbag. And yeah, just as always, a beautifully made shoe. I am just absolutely obsessed with them. So fierce. Wow. Here is her beautiful little gold handbag. Such an exquisite little piece. It's made to look like crocodile. So I love that. All the detailing on the panels here is gorgeous. The shape of it is gorgeous, taken directly from the runways, as Jessy always loves to do. And as usual, the bag opens up, and there we go. There's the inside right there. It accordions there on the side, which we love. So Alejandra is ready to put her sunglasses in here and go. So I love that. Magnetic closure right here keeps the bag shut, and beautiful little handle here. Just an exquisite little piece. I absolutely love this so much. Here is Alejandra's beautiful little stole. It is made into one piece here at the bottom. So I thought it would have been like one long rectangular piece, but it's actually cut into a circle. So the ostrich plumes are sewn onto a backing, and then the backing is kind of sewn into a donut here is kind of what it looks like. Very easy to slide through her hand, so we love that. It's a beautiful, beautiful, soft peachy pink ostrich feather. Just so gorgeous and very, very soft, and definitely adds a really nice touch to her overall look. And here is her sweet little hat. It has a very sailor type of mood to it, so I'm here for it. Reminds me of what the models in the Jean Paul Gaultier ads wear for La Malle and La Femelle. It's fully lined, so that is just exquisite. And there are dressmaker pins that come with it, so that you can affix it into her hair without it falling off. A very, very sweet little touch. Just so fashion. I love that top stitch detail as well, and that little bit of black trim rolling around over the gold. Just beautiful. So gorgeous. So there we have it, guys. This is the gorgeous $1 billion baddie from Integrity Toys. She is a newer doll, part of the New Phase collection, and absolutely exquisite. Kudos to my dear friend Jessy Ayala, the designer of this doll. Jessy, you knocked her out of the park. Love that she is transgender representation, so that is just magical. If you guys are interested in adding this doll to your collection, oh, good luck. She's really hard to find, and the prices on the secondary market are just insane. But if you are able to find her from a fellow collector who is willing to part with her for a good price, I would say definitely add her to your list. She is fabulous. A big thank you to all of my amazing friends who contributed to today's video and talked about what Pride meant to them. I love you guys so much. You know that I'm your biggest fans, and I am so honored that you joined me today. And also a big thank you to my beloved fiance Lincoln. He is so amazing, and I am so excited that I get to share him with you guys. And if you have any questions for us, drop me a comment down below and let us know. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you learned something. Please be sure to give the video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit that little bell icon after you subscribe, and that'll give you a little notice whenever I upload a new video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'm at SureshNY. That's generally where I post all my updates, along with little Instagram lives and IGTV videos every once in a while. And until I see you guys again, Alejandra and I are heading out to the Pride Parade. Duh. She's new in town. She's only here for a couple of days before she jet sets off to her next destination. So I'm really excited to show her what Seattle Pride has to offer and introduce her to some of my fabulous friends. Happy Pride to all of my LGBTQ+ brothers and sisters. Happy Pride to all of my allies. Happy Pride to those of you guys who don't want to label yourself and feel too restrained by the labels and just want to be human and loved and alive. Wherever you guys are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Big hugs and kisses from me and Alejandra here in Seattle. Mwah. And I'll see you guys again next time for another video, okay? Bye.